welcome back to my channel. So today I've decided to do a reaction video to someone that I've always enjoyed watching. Her channel's called Holy Crap I'm Fat. Now she has not done many videos in the past year or so. So the one that I'm going to react to is from March 29th of, I think it says 2021 actually. So this might be even 2 years. I don't know why it says one, but basically, she's been trying to lose weight for a while, and this is a new thing that she's doing. It's called bright line eating, and so I thought that, this would be a good one to react to because I haven't really watched her videos in a long time. So I'm just wanting to see what she's up to, and I figured, hey, you guys can come along with me. So there's this one. Now it's very short. She does have another one, which I may combine them just to make it a little longer depending on how long this takes me. But let's see what she's up to. Make sure the volume's up. Good, good. All right.
Hello, my fabbies. Remember me? Holy crap, I'm fat. It's been a while. It's been over a year since I last posted, but I'm ready to start talking about what I'm doing right now. Okay.
See, this is good though. It's funny though because she reminds me a lot of most people honestly who are trying to lose weight. She's done a couple different things. I think she's done keto. She did something else I can't remember the name of. So this is like the third or fourth thing she's tried. So I think she did Noom. That was the other thing. I tried that. It was whatever, but I don't think I was ready at that moment, so it didn't really work for me.
Okay, so I think last time we met, it was before quarantine, and I was struggling. I was really struggling. And let's just say I struggled. I have more than struggled for the past year.
Yeah, I get that. That was actually like me. I got COVID in 2021 at the beginning actually of the year. And before that, I was in the process of trying to lose weight. I was going on hikes and, doing stuff like that. And I think I was down 20 pounds. Got COVID. So for a few weeks, I was out. Then once I got better, I just didn't go back to going on hikes and stuff. And my stamina got to be really, really bad. And it's pretty bad now because, like I said, I wasn't doing a lot. And so I gained 60 pounds, I want to say, due to COVID. So now I'm losing that, but it's going to take a while to get to even that point that I was when I was starting out. And so, yeah, I get this.
And I officially gained all my weight back. Yeah. Remember where I was? I'd lost over 50 pounds.
Yep.
And then this happened.
Yep. Believe me, girl, I know how that is. Like I said, I lost 20-ish pounds and then gained 60. So I didn't just gain it back. I added some friends, apparently.
Now, I don't think I'm the only one who has struggled over quarantine.
Nope.
And being cooped up and just not really giving a crap anymore about what.
Yeah, that was it. It's just once you become sedentary again, it's really hard to pick that back up. And so now I'm trying to start. I'm planning on getting a bike soon because one of the things I would love to do is just ride a bike around, find some fun trails, which would be great. Where I live now, there's not as many. I think there's one maybe. But, my boyfriend always says, oh, you can make your own trail. Yeah, but, I don't want to be up in the mountains getting lost because there's no actual trail up there. So, while I agree, yes, I can make it my own, I still want to be safe.
What you put in your mouth. Why? Because where are we going? What are we doing? Oh, nothing. But I got really depressed. Really, really depressed. And I didn't think I was going to be able to come out of it. And
I've been there a few times actually. So I get that. It's why I hadn't done videos in a while. It's hard too. Like depression will just hit you out of nowhere, and you're like, I didn't think my life changed that badly, but all of a sudden I just became unmotivated to do anything.
So I gave myself a good smack in the face and started researching again on things that I could possibly do to help me get out of the deep hole that I was in. And one of the weight loss programs I really started becoming interested in is bright line eating. I had
Yeah, and see, this will be my first time ever really learning about it, so I'm interested to see what all that entails. Right now, all I'm doing is calorie counting, but I mean, it's helping. Like I said, I'm down 24 pounds, and it's probably more now, but I won't weigh myself until the 10th, which is before I actually leave on vacation. So, yeah, so I'm not 100% sure, if I've lost much more, but I'm averaging between 2 and 3 pounds a week, which is good. Like that, you don't want it to be too much more than that because that could be unhealthy.
read the book a couple years ago and it intrigued me, but I didn't think I could give up flour and sugar. I mean, my God, flour and sugar is my whole life. It's everything. It's what I think about all of the time.
Yeah, see, that's my biggest problem. See, right now with just counting calories, I'm not taking out a lot of the foods that I like yet. But I'm going to hit that plateau eventually. See, at my weight, just calorie counting, I can lose weight pretty easily. But eventually, I'm going to catch up to like my metabolism or whatever, and then I'm going to have to decide to start cutting things out. Some of the things I'm trying to add, and I know I said this in my last one, is some fruits and veggies. One of the things I really like are those little teeny carrots with like the ranch. I mean, I know ranch is, but it's something. If it's going to get me to eat carrots, that's better than like going out and having like a donut or something. So that's kind of what I'm going for, but I have to wait until I get paid. Then I can do some grocery shopping. Well, actually, since I'm going on vacation, I probably won't do that until I get back, but yeah, just those small changes, they really do help. And I don't drink full sugared sodas, and I know people are like, oh, well, diet sodas have aspartame or the other thing, I can't remember the name of it right now. True. Absolutely true. Eventually, I'm going to have to cut those. But right now, I'm only concerned about the calories. That is all I'm thinking about. And it's all I can think about realistically right now to like stay on my goal. So
But when I reread the book, I remembered that this program comes from a
flavored
place
water
of people that are addicted to food. It comes from a foodaholics perspective.
Mm-hmm.
And so I decided to take the quiz that they give you to see where you fall on the
spectrum,
on the scale of being a food addict from 1 to 10.
And see, I don't know if I'd be classified as a food addict per se. My biggest thing is like snacking, because I remember before I started like watching my calories, and my snacks were like 1,200, 1,300 calories. That's a lot. That's insane. Like that's crazy. But you don't realize it's like a bag of chips is 150. Okay, cool. Like the little ones. So the mini Kit Kats that come in the little packs of two, like the little pairs, 2 little pairs are like 150. So like tiny like that, and so you have to get used to, hey, if I'm gonna have that, I have to be okay with that being my snack, and that's it. And so that's what I really want to look into, are snacks that are, number one, I can have more of, and that are more like filling.
And guess where I fell? A 10.
Out
A
of
10.
Out of 10?
Actually, that didn't surprise me at all.
I
knew
her,
I was a 10.
I really love her.
I knew I was going to be a 10 even before I took the quiz. Because you don't gain that much weight. You can't eat that much food and not be a 10.
Yeah. Well, and see, that's a good point too. It's like, yeah, she knows that the reason she gained weight is because of how she was eating. She's not blaming it on heredity. She's not blaming it on the world. Yeah, she said COVID started her on that downward spiral, but she didn't say it's to blame 100%. Like, she's taking responsibility, which is the one thing I've always loved about her, is that she takes responsibility for the things that she does, and she's okay with making fun of herself, and I think that's really cool. I mean, she seems like a cool person, and I just love that she's able to kind of be truthful with it, you know?
I'm going to leave the link to the accessibility scale so you can take the quiz yourself if you want
I
to.
may need to.
What I finally came to believe is that I have more of a problem with addiction than I do with losing weight and getting healthy.
Yep, exactly. Addiction runs in my family, and while I never took to drinking or drugs, I took to chocolate and pastries and stuff. And that was ingrained from childhood. My parents never really ate healthy. Like, my mom cooked good meals. Don't get me wrong. She was a good cook. Like, she made really good meals. The problem was that she had a lot of snacks. The ding dongs, hands down best. And they were her favorite. And ice cream. And we could go in whenever we wanted and just grab junk food. So there wasn't a set rule. And it was dessert after every meal, which is a habit that you have to try to break, which is a habit I have to try to break. But yeah, there's a lot that goes into it.
The one thing I've always said, it's easy for an alcoholic to stop drinking because all they have to do is not drink it. Well, being a foodaholic, we have to be around foods. And science says that certain foods actually trigger our want to overeat. And
Agreed. Like I said, chocolate. I've gotten better. I think also because I'm not telling myself I can't have it. I'm just saying only one portion size has helped a lot. Because I'm not getting like that, I need this right now. I'm craving this so much. I'm not getting that like anxiety, which is great. It's very helpful.
This program basically takes those particular foods completely out of the equation. Again, sugar and flour. That is the journey I'm going to be on.
Yeah, like flour I get because it's like pastries and stuff, but I wonder if she can do like, keto and low carb where you can do like, was it almond flour and stuff, or if it's just completely out.
I am going to take all of that food that makes me want to overeat out of my diet. And that's crazy. It's scary. It makes me nervous. I am going in with a lot of willpower, and I'm excited to start this journey. But a lot of you have been wondering where I've been, and I've not been in a good place. And that's why I haven't done any videos for a long time.
Yeah, I've definitely missed her videos. But also, like I said, I think the next video I'm going to respond to, which is just like I think a secondary part of this, like her first day of doing it, it was the last video, and that was 2 days after this in 21, and that was the last video I think she posted. So she does TikToks though, so I will probably respond to those as well. I think it's TikToks or Instagram. I can't remember. She does little videos, and there's my little co-host chilling back here trying to get in a mess. It's like, what? I've been doing this for, 14 minutes? And her little butt decides now's the time to jump up here? I love her, though, so it's whatever. But yeah, so it's nice to kind of catch up with her.
But this particular program is hopefully going to fix this. Because I'm only eating 3 meals a day. I'm only eating certain types of food, which are whole food based. Which makes sense.
Here on this side.
And it's going to take away, hopefully, the triggers that I've had.
Yeah, and see, I can see... Oh, sorry, kitty. Hold on. I can see, like, the idea behind that, because it's true. If you have your triggers... Like, for mine, I think every time I started drinking, like, soda, that would get me. And I would drink a lot every time, and that was my biggest trigger. So cutting that pretty much out, except for, like, I do one diet soda maybe with dinner or lunch, depending. but really just kind of cutting that out does help. And I think also being aware of what I eat and how much calories it's got in it, and like just like the overall nutrition of it really helps too.
With food, I am going to start documenting my journey on how I'm doing with Bright Line Eating. And if you have any questions, you can go follow them on Instagram. They have a great support system. You can leave some comments down below. I will try to answer them. But if you're interested at all to see where you fall, and if some of the things I'm saying actually make sense to you, then take the quiz. Take the quiz and let's do it together. So with that said, Fabbies, I am very excited to be back. I have missed you all. And let's keep doing this, because you know what? We're worth it.
Yeah, agreed. Now it looks like there's like an extra 3 minutes, so I don't know if she decided to come back on or what, but yeah, I mean, I'm hopeful. I definitely want to see if there's some updates like more recent than the past 2 years, but to see like if she has actually been sticking with it or not.
We're worth
it. All right, so now we're gonna watch this one. It's 6 minutes long. Hopefully not all. Okay, good. She ended that one a little better. So let's see what happened with boot camp.
The one thing again about weight loss journey, there's failures and then there's successes. And I have had so many more successes on this new journey than I've had failures. Hey Fabbies! How are you doing? Okay, so I've decided to do the boot camp, and I just want to let you know that Bright Line Eating has given me the free boot camp to try out and kind of discuss my journey of how I'm feeling about it.
That's cool. I'm wondering what that consists of. I highly doubt it's like you're going to go to a place and do like a physical boot camp, but I am curious what that consists of.
I actually went through the 14-day challenge first to see what I could do. And I got to tell you what, it wasn't as bad as I thought it was going to be. The first couple days were really a little difficult, but I was so jazzed up to start it that, you know, every time you first start something, you have all the energy in the world, you know, to get through it.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. And it's funny, you know, and then like, just for whatever reason, either you lose that steam, then you're like, oh, you have to force yourself to get up and do it, or whatever. And you know, that's where a lot of people do fail, is they just start getting tired. Thankfully, I haven't reached that yet with calorie counting. I kind of enjoy doing it. I think it's because I know that number one, I'm helping myself, but number two, it's going to, you know, be something I have to do forever. I have to be conscious of what I'm eating in order to stay healthy once I get to the weight that I want to be. And so, yeah, I get that though. Like momentum is key.
One of the things that I thought was going to happen when I completely changed my diet was that I was going to be really tired. And I don't know why I thought that, because I've already been tired. I slept, you know, so much. I'd sleep in. I would go to bed early. I was depressed. But after a week of changing my food, I was wide awake. It's like the fog in my head completely lifted.
Yeah, and that's actually true. When it comes to food, they say that changing your diet can help with a lot of things. Sometimes it can help with depression. It can help with fertility issues like PCOS and stuff like that. It can help with kids who have autism, like certain diets. And I think for them it's like gluten-free or something like that. But like your eating plays such a huge part in how you feel, in your energy, and everything. And I think that's the thing too, is we have to look at it more like that. Like, and I know this is so cliche, but it's like, oh, it's fuel, you know. But it's true. You have to look at, okay, am I getting enough protein? Am I getting enough fiber? Am I getting enough, you know, good carbs, like avocado and stuff like that, but or is the junk food kind of overtaking all of that? And you know, that could be why you feel sluggish a lot, or unmotivated or depressed. I mean, it really is like ever since I started doing something towards my goal, it's helped my my emotional state a lot.
And
Her
I was
sound.
only needing like 6 hours of sleep, 5 hours of sleep. It was kind of annoying, actually. My body said, enough. You know what? You've wasted too much of your life. You're going to be awake. And you're going to be awake and you're going to be energetic. And that is like one of the first things I felt. Another thing that I was really excited about, what Susan said. Susan Pierce Thompson is the one who created this program, but every day she gives you a little video and motivates you to get through the day.
Yeah, that's cool too. Like if you can find a good program, and the thing is like, sure, what I'm doing might be good for me, but it does not necessarily mean that it's good for everybody. And so I think just trying new things and not giving up just because maybe the first few things failed, because it's going to happen. And like I said, she's not giving up. This is like the third or fourth thing that she's done since I've watched her. So, she hasn't given up yet, and I think that's really great. I really do. I'm proud of her for just never giving up, because she could easily do that.
And one of the videos was that she didn't want us to exercise. She didn't want us to exercise. And I hate to exercise. What she said was, and the science is actually there, you don't lose any extra weight when you exercise. And one of the big things in this program is to really work on your food, because that's the problem.
Yeah, I think they say like 80% of weight loss is your food, and the other 20% is your exercise. And so, honestly, your eating habits need to be like the first thing you really work on. Huh. Ow, 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 ow. This girl has such sharp nails. Oh, that hurt. Whew. All right.
The problem is the addiction to food. So she
Clip them again.
said, I want you to think of going through this journey with bunny slippers on. I want you to be very comfortable and just concentrate on eating healthy and changing your food. Well, she had me at bunny slippers. I mean, come on.
Hey, I'm with her on that. And my thing is too, like, at my weight, exercising is a little more difficult. I think as I lose weight, doing physical stuff will be helpful. And like, one of the things I really want to do is once I lose like a certain amount of weight, I'd like to start doing activities that can help build muscle. I love to swim. That's the thing. Like, so when summer hits, there's a pool. I'm doing it. But I love to swim. So like, my goal is to build muscle, because I'm gonna have a lot of loose skin. Like my arms. I know it's hard to tell, but my arms, they're big. And when I lose weight, that's gonna go down. But I'm gonna have some loose skin. I mean, it's just inevitable. So I'd like to build some muscle in my arms, build some muscles in my thighs, my abdomen, like just everywhere, to kind of tighten that a little bit, add some bulk to it, and then if I need skin surgery later on, it's something I'll save up for if I have to, or see if my insurance pays for it. I don't know. I doubt it, because they don't like to pay for stuff like that, but
I'm pretty lazy. I'm extremely lazy. I did, and I completed my 14-day challenge. And I was really, really thinking about joining the boot camp. But I'll be honest, the boot camp is a little spendy. And ironically, that's when Brightline Eating reached out to me to say, hey, this is what we'd like to do. So I have started the boot camp. One of the things that I've noticed about the boot camp that you don't get with the 14-day challenge is you get access to all these different video casts, I guess I'm going to say, with people where you can ask questions, and it just gives you a more in-depth, great type of interconnecting with others.
yeah. And that's the thing too. A lot of the times, like people don't do these programs because they're expensive. They're crazy expensive. And my thing is, don't rush to any kind of program that costs money. If you can do it for free, do it for free. That's what I'm doing. Doing it for free. I will say that I did get the pro version of MyFitnessPal for a month to try it out to see if it's been worth paying the money. Which I'm actually surprised that I haven't gotten notifications because I'm trying to add more protein in my diet. So they have like these 14-day challenges where you have to do just like research, create menus, blah, blah, blah. And so I'm actually surprised that I didn't have that pulled up when I was on there. But yeah, so honestly, I do all the free stuff first because I'm poor. I can't afford to spend a lot of money on weight loss, especially if I'm not even sure it's going to work. And that's the thing. So that's why I've never bought into programs like this because I'm like, I'm sorry. I'm not going to pay for a program that, number one, I don't even know works. And number two, I can probably do it on my own. So.
And being able to ask some of those tough questions that we have, during this whole process. Now, I've been extremely busy, so I haven't been able to do all the modules. But I got to say, so far, since February is when I started this, I have officially lost 35 pounds. 35 pounds. So I'm 15 pounds away.
Yeah, so that's, like I said, this was posted in March 31st. So that means like probably a month, maybe 2 months, depending on when in February she started this. That's good. That's really good.
From where I was when I dropped off the face of the earth. And I feel really good. I feel really good. I feel a lot different than when I lost weight the first time or the many other times I have lost weight in my life. And I think it's because I'm getting all of that sugar and flour, all of those poisons, everything out of me, and I'm not eating it anymore. But I'll be honest, I did fall off the wagon a couple times. But you know what? That's going to happen. The one thing we need to do is what Susan always says is you just resume. You Z-O-O-M. You resume yourself.
Yep, that's exactly it. Like with my video on Amber Lynn when she was talking about, it's not going how I wanted it to go and it's not going to happen when I want it to. So I'm just going to, you're like, what's the point? And I'm like, the point is you just keep going. Like you gotta, because if you give up, then you've really failed. You haven't failed until you've given up. You really haven't. So that's the thing. Like if you're making actual strides to do it, then you haven't really failed. And like I said, the one thing I love about her is she's making strides.
And that's what I've been able to do. I'm a little nervous because I'm going on a big road trip this week for about 10 days. And I have been able to do this in the comfort of my home, getting into a really good routine with my food. But going on a road trip, your routine is completely off. So I'm a little nervous for that. So wish me luck. Wish me luck. Got a good attitude about it. I'm I'm nervous, but you know what? That's typical. That's normal. But anyways, guys, I've lost 35 pounds. 35 pounds. And Susan always says that we can get into the right size body. I don't
See, it's funny because like she's referencing the woman that created the program, Susan. And usually when you see that, it's because like she's really devoted to what this woman is saying and she's like really listening to what she's saying. And so I just find it funny because it's like, oh, Susan says. And I'm like, but you know what? If it's helping her, and obviously it is, she lost 35 pounds at that point. I've actually seen some of her, like I said, it was their TikToks or Instagrams. Excuse me. So it was either her TikToks or her Instagrams where she was posting like her weight loss. And I know she's lost more, but I didn't like take a mental note of the numbers. So, but that's all right. I'll be reviewing those at some point too.
I don't even know what that means. That still doesn't make sense to me, but I'm going to trust what she says because she's been able to do it herself. So with that said, you guys, I am going to leave the accessibility scale, so this is easy for me to say, for you to take the quiz if you do want to check out where you fall on the food addict scale. I was a 10. No big surprise here. But I will check in with you later. I want you to have a great day. And hopefully, I've lost some more pounds.
I love her. Yeah, that's awesome. That's really awesome. I'm proud of her. Like, she's making those strides, which is great. But yeah, I wanted to do like a fun video of someone like that I really enjoy watching. And like I said, I wanted to catch up and see what she's up to. So I will be doing more at some point. I just got to look through her stuff and kind of see what she's posted. And they're more short form. Like I said, it's either Instagram videos or TikToks or something of that nature that I just don't want to 100% remember. So yeah. But until that moment, I want to thank everyone who watches these videos and subscribes. I want to thank everyone who comments, because I could always use comments. Just thank you.